This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. We coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. Mission coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, I got you. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, echo.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch. Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Ready. 60 or.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Here's Hines. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd down, Hines. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
8, read. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Naeem Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
55 is my guy. 55. Come on.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And it's complete. Henry. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I got him. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm on.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Browns take over. Let's go at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run for it with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Safety's creeping.
Throwing, Bridgewater, rolling to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
Jones operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
55.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he... Taken down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught But the back judge right there to say incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 30 base.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They run with Hines. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bridgewater. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Bridgewater on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Check 99. Check it.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that one back.
To the air again with Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook. A beautiful fake. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dalvin Cook His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This is Hines. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Right there in the middle, 55. Mike, 55. Check.
You can't block me. Let it go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nyheim Hines, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Browns take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run it again with Cook. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this?
Mike 55.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Let's go. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Come get it.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Jones now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50, play. 61, matchbox right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shot. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They will run with Grant. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.